How's it going, everybody? Greetings from Nerdiest Dime, and today we're going on part 3 of Legacy MENASOR week. And next up for this playlist is Legacy Deluxe DEAD END, and probably my favorite of the stunted cons in terms of vehicle mode. Oh my gosh, this Porsche 938 or 928, I never remember the number on the spot. It's incredible looking, just exquisite. Let's get a close look at the front. The chrome bits up here are my touches. I did chrome out the headlights because I didn't mind the silver, but I wanted to be more vibrant. Here, let's as I bump the camera here, let's move this light here. Let's make it better for him. There we go, much better. The oh so lovely gold and silver stripe running across the entire ride. I will say what bothers me, I didn't realize it till Lazy Eyebrow pointed this out in a tweet. Yeah, if you can see, the stripe is bigger. That bothers me, but I digress. Anyway, nice black here for the body kit. Obviously, the purple you see across the alt mode is my touches. It's starting to scrape. I will repaint this. It's because I will elaborate in robot mode, but I did quite like how this turned out. I'll definitely, once I do a full custom, I will make sure this is more durable. Lovely gunmetal rims, and thankfully, they are the correct way of making the wheels and the hubcap the socket for the peg. The only way to do it. Not a single shredded clear plastic on this guy either. Exquisite! But it's in this lovely glossy black finish. It is amazing to look at. Here's the gold stripe and the purple on both ends because I liked it. I got some chrome here. I plan on painting this. I plan on painting this some red and of course amber for turn signal indicators. And not terrible for the back, although this is bit much. There he is from the top, there he is from the bottom, chest and shins, but it's still pretty damn clean for what it is, considering this is just drag strips remold. Again, lots of purple. Of course he rolls. But let us get down to some size comparisons. Of course, that means we begin with Earthrise Barricade. And yeah, like I said, pretty like with Wild Rider and Dragstrip, he works pretty damn well here. Since again, this is practically a made-up mix of two different Datsuns. Obviously, it's not real, but we can assume from what it's supposed to match, it's not terrible in proportions anyway. It's clearly smaller. This was a small car. And yeah, it looks really damn cool. I like how this team shapes up, honestly. Of course, the Lambros, because they're such a good, like choice for size. And yeah, this is another good example. I love the maroon on him. It just pops on this character. And I like how it contrasts with Sideswipe's red and, of course, Sunstreaker's yellow. It's very nice, and especially like this too. I was like, especially if this was breakdown, it would look even better. Earthrise Optimus, like I said in Dead End and Dragstrip's videos, this is mainly just like to give you an idea with Motormaster once we get to him. And yeah, this doesn't look so bad. Let's get that out of the way. I actually don't mind this. Like I said, Optimus is just too small for a Voyager. It's not that these guys are too big, it's that this guy's too small. That's usually the case for me anyway. But like I said, not terrible. Oh, you know damn well I was about to bring in Unite Warriors Dead End. And it's basically the same as I felt with Wild Rider. The difference is, at least he's a Porsche. Like otherwise, I love both car modes. They're both exquisite. I don't like the fact it doesn't have the stripe, and no, I'm not getting the Combiner Wars one for that. Absolutely not. Other than that, yeah, just, I love it. Like, I love both their car modes, honestly. And of course, last but not least, the Legacy Stunticons. Oh yeah, this team shapes up quite nicely. And yeah, sadly, unlike these two, I unfortunately did not get the Matrix Workshop cannons. By the time I shot this review, I think they were available for a little while, but I couldn't buy them. So yeah. Otherwise, these guys look pretty goddamn awesome next to each other. Just the big burly Stunticons and their doofy cannons. It's great. So we're of course going to be taking a look at these accessories, which of course are the same, being his iconic blaster, just done in a metallic purple finish on the barrel and the scope. The base of the scope is my touch. I wanted that to look like it matched and blended in more with the blaster. Got a very prime looking stock back here. Not this though. Otherwise, this is pretty cool. I love all the molded detail. Really brings this thing to life. It has 2 pegs on the side. Same with this one. It also has the 3mm port for Bluetooth compatibility. Let's put them on the big guy here. And just use the proper handle for this. You can use any of the 3 ports, but I'm pretty sure the handle is the best looking one. And yeah, I like that. I like that they're in the back, and I do like how they're at an angle. I actually really do like that. But besides that, let's get down to transformation. Let's take these bad boys off. Throw them to the side. And, well, it's already starting, so we got the feet here. Untab them from the back, and then grab the wheels, and then pull. And we take the shins with it. Then untab from these 2 hook tabs from the cab, and just extend it, and then lock it in like so. And then straighten that out. Split the legs apart. Ooh, yeah, that click is powerful. And then we bring this back, and then bring the windshield back. Bring these out. Split this in half. Flip out the neck and head joint, and you have these 2 tabs that will go into these 2 slots right here. Bring the windshield back, and then bring this up. It will have 2 tabs right here. They'll go into these 2 slots on the sunroof, like so. Let's set him down properly. And on the arms, just rotate the wheels up and rotate the door up. Same thing on the other side. So, ready, and there we have Legacy Dead End in robot mode. And yeah, this is definitely the weakest looking robot mode, which sucks because what do I have? Use snarl sword. It sucks because come on, let go, release. Thank you. It sucks because I like this part. This is all nice. Like, this is quite lovely indeed. It's this that weighs it down. It's, well, what do I expect from using the drag strip mold? Yeah, like, drag strips mold looks great for him, but when you reused it for Dead End, guys, yeah, not very good, especially considering your other option was the freaking concept art behind this guy, and that looked incredible. But besides that, it's not terrible. Let's take a close look at that lovely head sculpt. Yeah, people keep saying Dead End has a stupid head. I beg to differ. This boy has a lovely head sculpt. Lovely metallic purple for the visor. Thank goodness. Glossy orange for the mouth plate, which is certainly a first. It usually gets gold. Metallic purple on top was my touch. You can see why in robot mode. I guess some chrome here from me. And yeah, let me zoom out a bit. Yeah, lots of silver on the chest, which is delicious. Lots of glossy black too, Decepticon symbol. Metallic purple again by me. Yeah, great. I like the way they did the wheel shoulders instead of the usual this is the wheel, or like the wheel is more like parallel. They made it up here, which I actually really do prefer, and I like that it uses this piece here. I think that actually works quite well. It makes me feel like there's mechanics for the wheels. It's more metallic purple here. It's covered in tape because if this wasn't, it would get shredded by these parts here. The doors, which I actually do like, more metallic purple for the tune vents and on the wrist guards, or the knuckle guards rather. More metallic purple here and here. Some black. More metallic purple. Love the molded detail. It's just, again, look at those proportions. We'll get to those in a second. And basically everything we've seen here. Now, what do I mean by look at these proportions? I mean this. Yeah. Not great. It's all shin. And it's like, it's enhanced more because dragster actually flows better. So yeah, this ain't good. But his back is the usual hood turtle shell, which I don't mind. Like I said, it doesn't look so bad. It's just they should have just done the sideswipe thing upside down. It looked a lot better. But that's beside the point. It doesn't look horrible for what it's supposed to be. So let's go over articulation really quick. And yeah, I gave him his blasters because this is all he has. There's nothing else to go over. Head is on a mushroom peg just like Wild Rider, unfortunately. No looking up or down. The shoulders go out to 90. They can in fact go all the way around. There's a bicep swivel. Single joint elbow, when you move the blaster, gets you just under 90 degrees of bend. If the blaster is in the way, it's about 70, 75, 80 degrees. He, of course, has a waist swivel. We saw earlier he does do a jazz. His legs can go forward, although they're very, like, if you can see it. Yeah, there's a weird molding in there that does not allow his legs to stay forward if you want them to go out all the way. But they can go out all the way forward, only at the shit angle. And they can go out, they can go back that far, again at that bad angle. And he can in fact do the full splits. Thigh swivel. Single jointed knee bend that gets you just under 90 degrees, and you can exactly see why these proportions are awful. On dead end, yeah, he literally can sit on his own shin, on his own calf. Lovely. Yeah, definitely should have just made him a new mold, considering they could have. And he has an ankle tilt, and because it's drag strips legs and feet, they also can go down due to transformation. So pretty basic articulation for the most part. Now let's get down to some size comparisons. Of course, we begin with Earthrise Barricade. And yeah, like I said with the other two, I think this looks really good for the fact that they aren't trying to do what Fans Toys did by actually trying to make them bigger, by also making them pretty similar in scale to their vehicle modes, which I'm still quite, I still wish these guys were bigger, but like I said, they're still looking good regardless next to the big old Bruiser bot. The Lambros, more or less, considering I got sick and tired of transforming Sideswipe, and I didn't want to wear him down. And yes, Sunshrieker, it's fine. Yes, I know, your brother turned into Red Alert. Relax. This doesn't look so bad again. Although, admittedly, these are supposedly small cars, because they're Lamborghinis. But, I digress. It still looks great. With Earthrise Voyager Optimus, and yeah, like I said, it's like, when it comes to how tiny Optimus is, he's way undersized. With these guys, they look a lot better, because they're not, like, at waist height or something. Whereas, where I would see the car bots like that, the Stunticons I would see more closer to Prime's height, just about, like, right in the abdomen area, maybe just under the windshield. But this still looks really good for me. Like, if it was just Prime and Motormaster with the Stunticons, that looks good. Unite Warriors Dead End. And, yeah, like, and when it comes to robot modes, this guy takes it easily. He just has more of a presence. Of course, I wish he had the silver and black and whatnot. I'll customize him to my own end. Like I said, after this video, expect a update on, like, a video between this guy, Legacy Wild Rider, and the Dead End mold with Wild Rider and Dead End, of course. you'll see my thoughts on that. It's gonna be quite interesting. And of course, Legacy Deluxe Wild Rider and Drag Strip. And yeah, so good together. Like, a lot of his faults almost fade away with these two in the picture. God damn it, they look so good next to each other. Oh my gosh, again, the contrasting colors just so rock. They make them feel so unique to each other. I just love these three together. Like, it just looks incredible. So that's been my review on Legacy Deluxe Dead End. And like I said earlier, he looks great when he's with the rest of his team. Like, he looks incredible with his faults being dropped. And yeah, Wild Rider's in here. I'm currently fixing him. I got sick of those hips. And yeah, they really enhance each other. I think just like the way he can pose so simply makes him look all the more like he doesn't care, which is fitting for his character. Like, the upper half is the best part of this. The lower half is definitely the worst. But it does look great regardless. The lack of a wrist swivel really cripples it for me, honestly. But other than that, he is still pretty good. I'll probably just cut these off very, very precisely and just make my own wrist swivels. Other than that, I can't recommend this guy enough. And before anyone says it, yes, I am well aware of the the X-Transbot's hip swap. I am well aware of it. It is funny, but the problem is it doesn't necessarily work because they have different hip molds. I guess they had the foresight for this. But yes, it is quite funny when it's when you put the voices in it. But yeah, other than that, I can't recommend this guy enough. He is painted beautifully, and he really enhances the team he embodies. I hope you guys and gals and everyone in between enjoyed this review. And I hope you guys have a lovely day, evening, or night. This has been Nerdy as Time, rolling out.